fans of the show were left without the Sunday morning values and Saturday morning fun that they so desired. Until now.
Hello, people! I just got back from rehearsal about an hour ago.
Yay!
So today's episode... What is it?
Today, this episode is Elijah and the King.
Yes, what is the lesson?
The lesson, to be described briefly, why is your finger touching me? I'm not comfortable! Okay, we're good now. Is about God's love.
Yes, which is a little similar to sort of in the Lilith King, but it's different enough.
Right, that's more of like...
Forgiveness.
Right, getting forgiveness. Instead of giving forgiveness. That's also a bit done, but there's giving forgiveness, there's getting forgiveness, and then there's
just the whole thing.
Love. Love.
Makes the world go round. I don't even know what that was a reference to, actually. Alright, so the cast, like the Littlest King, again, is very small.
Yeah.
Elijah is Archibald, Elisha is Larry, Ahab is Mr. Nezer, and Jezebel is Miss Agnetha.
Everyone else is themselves.
Yes.
George is the narrator, but he's still George.
Yes.
And then Jean-Claude and Philippe are just Jean-Claude and Philippe. Jerry is just Jerry.
And then there's the new character.
Oh, yes.
Gil O'Gill.
Gil O'Gill, who is Ireland in the form of a vegetable.
Yes, he's a potato with a green Lucky Charms-esque hat.
Of course he's a
He's
potato.
got a tie with that looks like the Irish flag. And he's just very kind of Irish.
He's like the Ireland version of Scooter.
We kind of based him off of the pagans from the...
Right, yeah.
From the...
He even has
St.
some
Patrick
lines
one.
that are a little similar, as you will find out.
Yes, so Elijah, this one is a very interesting episode. Probably one of the most ridiculous.
A little bit, yeah.
When I was writing it, I was picturing it kind of like as a Little Joe style of writing, not as like a Western or something, but...
The writing style is kind of similar.
Yeah.
The kind of the humor and the setting.
Yes. I kind of thought of it like that, and so here it is today with Elijah. Like, they don't worship Baal, they worship Baal. Not like a god named Baal, but a ball.
They worship a little rubber bouncy ball.
Yeah, like a basketball-sized green lump of rubber.
That's their god.
That
Great
really,
move, guys.
It really kind of seems something like Phil would do.
Yeah, it does.
Almighty Ball. It's a good one. And then there's the silly song Monster Burger, which is a Jimmy silly song.
Yep.
And as we all know, whenever Jimmy takes over something, that only goes so well.
Yeah.
Actually, and also fun fact, this next to Abrams Family is the shortest production cycle. Abrams Family was 2.5 weeks. This was 2.5 weeks in 1 day.
Ooh.
It was 1 day after production wise for Abrams Family. So,
It was close to breaking a record.
yes, and funny enough, this is like the shortest script. Next to Littlest King, it's the shortest script. It's only like 16 pages, but it sure lasts a long time.
Yeah. I guess it's like a lot of like little lines or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how that comes about, but
Yeah, just look at the
You'll-
video length and you'll see.
you'll know.
So I think that's kind of it, except for I read for Elijah, Archibald. I read for Mr. Nezer. I read for Bob, and George, and Jimmy.
Larry, Jerry, Jezebel, and Gil O'Gill, and the French Peas, and Jerry. I already said Jerry. I said Jerry
You
twice.
fool! I barely even hit him.
I'm undone.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You'll never hear from me again. He just killed me.
I think it's kind of...
Yep.
That's all we can really say.
Yep.
Hang on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, excuse me. Lampy! Elijah and the King! I couldn't resist, I'm sorry. Dance with me, Lampy! Open to Bob and Larry on the countertop. Hi kids, welcome to VeggieTales. I'm Bob the Tomato.
And I'm Larry the Cucumber.
And we're here to answer your questions.
Yep, that's right.
Today we have a letter from Clyde Tambert from Accident, Maryland.
Accident? I bet I know how they came up with that name. Get it?
Yes.
Anyways, Clyde wants to know just how much God loves us.
Wait. Is that it?
Huh?
Well, usually our letters are a lot longer than that, are a little more detailed.
What's important is the question. The length of it doesn't matter.
Well, it kind of does, but I still see your point, Clyde. God's love is a topic that raises a lot of questions.
And I think that we have a story that can help you out.
By any chance, does it involve a banjo-wielding gorilla?
What? Why would it have that?
I don't know. It could be one of those stories. You never know.
Well, I can assure you that this story doesn't have any gorillas that have banjos. Do you know what it is?
No.
It's the story of the prophet Elijah. Roll film. Open to George standing in a field. Mm-hmm. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I'm George. I'm the narrator for the story. So that means I can't get involved. But I bet you already knew all that. So what's the story, you may ask? Well, I do know a good story about a banjo-wielding gorilla, but I don't think that's the one you want to hear. No, I think you're here for the story of Elijah. Now, Elijah was a prophet. That's someone who tells people all about what God says. And all of this stuff just went exactly according to plan. Except for one time. And this time started off like any other normal day. Elijah walks through the city.
He's here! Oh, he's here!
A crowd of people run by Elisha.
Come on, Elijah, you're gonna miss him! Oh, what's going on? Why is everyone freaking out? It's Elijah! He's here! He's going to tell us what God has to say! Ooh, neat.
Elisha joins the crowd as Elijah steps onto the stage.
Hey, Elijah, what's the word?
The word? Ah, yes, I'm glad you asked. The Lord brings you an important message. He says that when someone gives you a gift you don't like, no matter how bad it is, you should at least pretend to be interested so you don't hurt their feelings. So even if someone gives you something bad like a lump of fish or a comfort wipe, just smile and thank them nicely, hiding your disappointment.
Ooh. I would be happy with a pile of fish. But that's still very insightful.
A message from the Lord.
Oh, Mr. Elijah, I have a question.
Great. Another series of 1,000,000 questions.
This is gonna turn out horribly. Oh, I don't mind. It's good to know what God wants and all of his teachings and etc., etc. Go on, my good man, and ask your 1,000,000 questions. Gil runs down the hill.
Top of the morning to you all.
Why, if it isn't Mr. Gil running down the hill, how are you?
Oh, no time to answer that. King Ahab is making an important announcement at his palace, and everyone is required to come.
I know it's important to obey the law, but honestly, is what King Ahab really has to say more important than... The crowd, except Elisha, runs away. Oh, never mind.
Well, I'd better go and see what all the fuss is about. Mind if I ask you that barrage of 59 questions later?
I'd better go too. I've got a bad feeling about this, and I don't know why. I call it intuition, but I feel like I should be there too. You know, just to kind of know what's going on. You never really know with those two.
Good idea. We can walk together, and I can ask you the questions along the way.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, question number 1. What is your favorite color? Is it puce? It's puce, isn't it?
What's puce? Fade to George in the field. Yep, that was pretty typical. King Ahab and Queen Jezebel ruled over the land, and every day they came up with absolutely ridiculous laws. They do everything. Force everyone to boycott pancakes, force them to bite their pencils 5 times a day, you name it. But today's law, that was the big one. The big one. Cut to everyone approaching the castle as Ahab and Jezebel walk onto the balcony.
Ladies and gentlemen, behold, us, and all our magnificent glory. Ahab, that man is looking at the grass. Arrest him.
Very well, guards! 2 guards grab the man and drag him away.
Ah! Anyways, this law will be the most important of them all. Behold, the ball. We got the idea from how much we want to show you how important and powerful we are. So we decided to change your interests with this.
That's right, Jezebel. This ball is going to be the new center of all your lives. You will live, think, work, and breathe for the ball. The ball will be everything to you. You will be all about the ball. And because the ball is special, it bounces, it rolls, it bounces off other things, it does it all!
See for yourself.
Jezebel throws the ball to Jean-Claude and Philippe.
I am quite confused. Is it a volleyball? No, it's a basketball. Oh, it has to be a volleyball. That can't be right.
The best part about the ball is that it's whatever you want it to be. A basketball, a volleyball, a golf ball, even your best friend.
Ooh, I like this ball.
Oh, mighty ball, you are powerful and ball-like.
Glad you like it, Mr. O'Gill. Now go out and distribute it to everyone, as you clearly like it more than anyone else here, thus earn our favor.
And as a reward, you can be the head of the ball fan club. Oh, I'm as lucky as a leprechaun.
Yeah, sure, whatever that means.
And instead of school, church, or any of that needless non-ball related stuff, you'll honor the ball. The ball deserves your worship.
Yes, the ball and only the ball.
3 cheers for the ball. Hip hip. Hooray!
Oh dear, my feeling was right. I have to stop this.
Well, I don't know. That ball is kind of cool. I mean, look at it. It's so green. And I'm green too. It's like it gets me.
You can't be serious. Come now, Mr. What's your name?
Elisha.
Elisha? Oh, goodness. That sounds awfully familiar. But it's a green rubber ball. It can't be the power of God, honestly now.
Well, they did make a pretty convincing case for it.
Let me put it this way. That ball's not gonna be there to comfort you when you're down or help you in trouble. No, only God can be there at that time. He cares for us and will always be there, but the ball, as it were, is extremely powerless. It may be sort of interesting, but it can't provide the love of God, and it's my job to show everyone this. Now, good day, sir.
Elijah runs through the crowd.
Stop it! Stop it at once!
Who dares to interrupt the praising of the ball?
Hey, you're that prophet, aren't you? What's your name again? Wilbur?
No, Elijah, sire, Elijah.
Well, yes. What do you want?
You can't honestly expect everyone here to just stop what they're doing and worship a ball. A ball doesn't care for you, or anything, really. Only the love of God
Oh,
can...
so what? It's the ball.
I assure you, your majesty, you're not making the compelling case you think you are.
Enough of this nonsense! Now grab a ball from Mr. O'Gill and conform already!
Oh, do it, Mr. Elijah. You won't regret it.
Yes, I will, O'Gill. I won't stand idly by while all this happens.
Psst. Don't worry, Elijah. I don't think this'll last. Like when they had everyone wear neon green pants, and they repealed that in 3 days. I'm sure that this will be the same exact thing.
I hope you're right.
It's just a passing fad.
Yes.
Fade to George in the field.
No, Elijah was wrong. A month later, it just kept growing in popularity. Every day, things were going more and more downhill, and Elijah wanted to do something about it.
Cut to later where everyone is in town holding a ball.
I love this ball!
Yeah, the ball's the best.
Who wants to buy my ball? Too bad you can't!
Aww.
Well, it's been a month, and I was all set to get this message, and now nothing!
Well, what was it?
It was what to do when someone puts salt on your cooking. It's basically the same thing as what you do when someone gives you a gift you don't like. But even so, they just turned on God like that! And after all he's done for them, too!
Yeah, I gave my ball away to O'Gill. He was happy to get another, and I was kind of happy to get the load off.
What do you mean?
Well, I thought about what you said, and I think you're right. God has done so much and has always been there for all of us. But the ball's just a bunch of rubber.
Exactly!
In sphere form, yes, but it's still just rubber.
Yeah, that's entirely irrelevant. But I think it's time to show them what you just said. The only problem is I don't know what to do.
Don't worry. I'm sure that we'll think of something, and by we, I mean you.
Well, I'd better do it quickly. It's gotten ridiculous. They have parades for the ball. They made statues of the ball. They've made a museum of the ball over there. They're writing books on the ball. And they've even staged a play about the ball.
Elisha points to the poster of Hamlet, who is holding a ball instead of a skull.
It's ridiculous, I tell you! What is coming down with... I don't know what I'm saying anymore!
Yeah, it wasn't very good, but at least the songs were catchy. Gotta love the ball.
Please, I don't need to be reminded.
Jerry walks up to Elisha.
Hey, do you want to join me in singing songs about how great the ball is? No thanks. Suit yourself.
But if you're looking for something to do, my good man, you can always join us in praising God.
Nah, I'm fine. Besides, I have this.
But that's not...
Don't you dare disrespect the ball!
Jerry walks away.
It's a sickness indeed. I just wish I knew what to do and how to fix this.
Ahab and Jezebel walk through town.
Oh, isn't it just wonderful that everyone is conforming to our law? Everyone here is raving over the ball.
It truly is wonderful. Hey, look! It's the prophet!
Hey, you, prophet, where's your ball?
I do not have one, nor do I need one.
Well, of course you do! You're nothing without the ball!
You've got it backwards. People are nothing without God. There's something without the ball.
Listen here! I won't have any of this foolishness! Take the ball!
Listen here, your highness. The ball is nothing. God is powerful. God is loving, not the ball. Just remember that. And I can prove it.
Oh yeah? How so?
Tomorrow at noon, you and I will put the power of God and the power of that thing against each other. And we'll see just who the more powerful one is.
You're on.
Yeah, you're on. And let me get this straight. If you fail... Actually, scratch that. When you fail, there will be no mercy for you at all.
I don't need your mercy, sire.
Correct. You need mine.
No, I don't need yours either. None of yours. Good day.
No, bad day.
Ahab and Jezebel storm off.
Are you sure about this?
Absolutely. With God on my side, I can't go wrong. And you're welcome to watch if you don't believe me.
Well, alright. Don't have anything else going on in my life.
Of course not. I wouldn't expect you would.
Pan over to George, who was reading a paper.
Boy, was this a sticky situation. Challenging the king and queen was a major no-no, especially back in those days. Now, if he was to mess up, he'd be doomed. But don't worry, he's got a point. He's on God's side. I pity the king and queen, too. Why? Well, you'll just have to wait and see.
Cut to the silly song title card.
You're on. What's my line? Read the script. I don't have one. Larry, again?
Well, the printer wasn't working, so I ran down to the library, but the traffic was really bad, so I ended up just walking. But, of course, I had to get out of my car, so I parked it on the side of the road, but it turns out that on the highway there wasn't actually a shoulder, so I got a parking ticket, and my car was booted and towed, so then I had to get a ride with Scooter down to the car lot where it was being kept, and I had to buy it back again. And by that time, the library was closed. It closes ridiculously early. And the only other printer was at, Jimmy's house, so...
Yeah, so then he said I can make the silly song.
I know, that was never part of the deal.
Come on, I already got a song all lined up. I mean, you don't have anything else.
You have songs just lined up?
Oh, sure. I mean, Jerry helps me write them all the time.
Yep, I just finished my next one.
So what do you say?
I don't...
Good, let's do it.
I didn't agree to this.
All right, a 1, a 2, a 3. Here's your script, by the way.
Okay, and now it's time for silly songs with... I can't read this writing.
It says Jimmy. The part of the show where Jimmy comes out to sing a silly song.
I could have done that. We joined Jimmy in Mad Marv's burger joint, and... I don't know how to read the rest of this.
Well, just go on then. We'll just pretend that you do. Huh? You're on.
I'm on? Oh. Hello, sir. What do you want to meet tonight?
That's it.
Can't read this writing.
Oh, sorry. I would like the monster burger.
Psst, that's your line. Oh, okay. What? You can't do that! No one ever eats that stuff! It's too big! No one's ever eaten it in one sitting!
Well, then I'm gonna be the first. Pop it on over and I'll show you.
Well, okay then. Luckily, we just happen to keep these things on standby. Here you go! Now let's see how you do.
Yeah, let's see how I do.
Why'd you laugh like that?
I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Let's start. I'm gonna take on the Monster Burger. It is a battle that I must win. This thing will soon be gone in a blur. Now let the big battle begin. Yeah. One bite in and the muffin rolling. There's no stopping my appetite. When it comes to food, this here is the kingpin. I'll be winning the big match tonight. Yeah. Monster Burger, you are no match for me. Prepare to embrace your defeat. I will beat you for everyone to see. Nobody can stop me when I eat. Halfway through when I'm not slowing. No part will last both high and low. For my hunger, no end is showing. Though I'm slowly getting vertigo. It's all feeling pretty easy. I know I will dominate this platter. Though I must say I am a little queasy. And I must say I am a little fatter. Monster Burger, you are no match for me. Prepare to embrace your defeat. I will beat you for everyone to see. Nobody can stop me when I eat. 4 bites left and things are fairly bleak. Things are turning pretty dark. This may throw off my big winning streak. Do simmer and listen to my last remark. Oh, I must say I have lost this round. As my stomach can't take any more hits. I may have the biggest appetite around. But I know when to call it quits. Monster Burger, you were a match for me. I'm ready to embrace my defeat. You beat me for everyone to see. But I'll be back to improve how I eat. Yeah!
This has been Silly Songs with Jimmy. Tune in next time to hear Jimmy say,
Does anyone have I don't know, some antacid or something? I think I'm just gonna go lie down for a while.
Fade to Elijah and Elisha walking onto a hill as Ahab, Jezebel, Gil, and several townspeople are waiting.
I thought you wouldn't show up. I guess I was wrong. For once in my flawless, perfect, unwrong life.
Clearly, you underestimate the power of God.
Alright, so how is this going to work?
We're gonna put the powers of these two mighty creatures, or so you put it, to the test.
Don't call God a creature. That does not turn out well.
And don't call a ball a creature, it's just an inanimate object.
Don't correct me, I'm the king! Alright, here we have massive ice sculptures of yours truly.
Well, mine were too precious to melt.
Yeah, because we definitely had some. Anyways, whichever one of these two can melt, not break, melt, their ice sculpture first wins. The loser will be cast out of the kingdom forever. How does that sound?
Sounds like a plan, King Ahab.
Well, good, because it was going to work that way whether or not you liked it.
I see.
Prepare to lose, Elijah. Alright, guys, you all set up? Gil?
I'm ready when you are, King.
Alright, we'll give you a minute or so to warm up.
Are you sure all about this?
Absolutely. Trust in God, and then we'll win in no time flat.
I hope you're right.
Oh, I know I'm right.
Are you two done whispering?
I think we are. Are we? Personally, I like to whisper. I would love to continue.
Alright, let the match begin.
Oh, mighty ball, you are powerful and bouncy.
Oh, mighty ball, you are powerful and bouncy.
The ice sculpture is still standing. Any ideas?
Give me a minute, Elisha.
Oh, great ball, destroy the sculpture and prove your power.
Go ball! Go ball!
Wee.
Lord, please show these people your power. Let them know that you truly are an all-powerful God who is far stronger than any rubber ball.
We love the ball, yes we do. We love the ball and you should too.
We love the ball, yes we do. We love the ball and you should too.
Nothing's happening.
Give me a minute.
Alright! You still going? Really now? I don't even know why you try. Just give up. It's hopeless. I tell you what, if you fall now, I'll let you be the prophet of the ball.
Never! Really, what kind of offer is that?
Ahab walks up to Elijah. Okay, just think about this rationally. You're going up against royalty. You can't win. We're more powerful than you'll ever be. Far more powerful than any measly prophet.
Well, my God is stronger than any royalty. And I'm not measly, I'm in perfect health.
Very well then. You there. Chant harder.
Ball, it's our guy. It's amazing, don't ask why.
The ball's not a person.
Just say it.
Ball, it's our guy. It's amazing. Don't ask why.
Come on, God, please, please.
A ray of sunlight comes down from the sky and lands on the ice sculpture. It quickly dissolves in the water it created, picks up the other sculpture, and floats it off a nearby cliff.
Why is everyone so quiet?
Ahab, what happened?
The ball lost?
All right, Lord. Wonderful work as always. You showed them. Huh. Now go on and let them have it. Show them what they've done wrong and let them see your wrath. What? You want to pardon them? To forgive them? No. You can't be serious. They turned their backs on you. All of them. Every single one. And for a ball, no less. You can't honestly... You can? You will? Are you sure? Alright, if you say so.
So, Elijah, what's the word?
Well, the Lord has told me to tell you all that in response for your treachery, He's going to pardon you of everything.
Fiddle-dee-dee, can this be true?
It is, O'Gill. The Lord is completely willing to overlook what you've done. He just loves you too much to smite you. Granted, He may want to punish you, but only in the way a parent punishes a child, out of love. But He says that if you all turn around, He'll turn a blind eye and give you a second chance with no punishment. A message from the Lord. Huh? Well, what do you think?
Woo! Oh, great God of heaven, you are powerful and mighty!
Oh, great God of heaven, you are powerful and mighty! No, I won't stand for this! The ball is gone!
Long live the Lord! Well, mostly because He's immortal, but still the point stands!
Something has to be done about this.
And something will be done! Guards, get him! Throw him in the dungeon!
Several guards run out.
Run!
Elijah and Elisha run down the hill away from the guards. They run through the woods as the guards are hot on their trail. They go down a windy path, but Elisha bumps into Elijah, and they roll down a steep hill as the guards look away.
What? Oh, think we won!
Time for pie!
Yeah!
The guards run away as it begins to rain.
We might as well take shelter in that cave over there, which hopefully doesn't have any bears or other suspicious creatures in it. To get out of the rain, at least.
Agreed. I don't see anything else we can do.
They go in the cave.
Fear not, Elisha. I'm sure everything will turn out fine in the end.
Oh, how could you say that?
Like this, everything will turn out just fine in the end.
Well, just think about it. We've been run out of the town by Ahab and Jezebel. We left the people in a state of confusion, and we wasted 2 perfectly good ice sculptures. How can that be good?
Because I know that God is there.
Well, how does that help? All He does is tell us how to live, which is great and all, but Does that really help us now?
Have you been listening to anything I've been saying this whole time?
Yes. Do not fight. Do not cheat. Wash your hands before you eat.
No, not about that.
Put 4 tassels on your cloak.
No, God's love is so immense and expansive. We can't begin to comprehend it at any stage. No matter what, it never stops, it never fades. He'll always be there for us, no matter how bad things look. And in times like this, God's love is all we have. I mean, look around. We're stuck in a cave on the run from an angry king. And really, this is all we have.
So what can he do for us?
He'll protect us. He'll provide for us. Things may be hard, but in the end, everything will be fine according to his will.
Well, I don't see much fine things going on, so...
The cave begins to leak.
Great.
Things will improve. Oh, dear. All this running and panicking has really made me quite famished. I couldn't even finish my sentence.
Same with me. I'm so hungry that I could eat.
I believe that goes without saying. What's that sound?
It's coming from outside the cave.
A piece of pizza splats onto the cave's entrance.
Is that pizza?
A piece lands on Elijah's face.
It's pizza.
Hey, look up there.
What is it?
Look, the crows.
The crows?
They're bringing us pizza. Oh, pepperoni. Oh, and there's cheese in the crust. Oh, anchovies.
Pan up to show several crows carrying pieces of pizza.
See, Elijah? God provides.
Oh, pizza angel, please come to me. But this is still one thing.
What about when he forgave everyone for worshipping the ball instead of him? And what about all those times when your people did wrong, and he sent me to teach you instead of punishing you? See, God's love is never ending, and you can always count on it at that.
I see. Tell me more.
Oh, gladly.
Fade to George walking in the woods holding an umbrella.
Well, yeah, the situation was bad. God was there to help the two of them out. Just the loving God he is. However, during that time, King Ahab was working on a little scheme.
I want him gone.
Who, Janitor Frankie?
Yes, but Elijah Moore, he has ruined us, and I want every guard out patrolling the city looking for him and his weird little cucumber friend. And when they're found, well, we won't have any issues with them anymore.
Any ideas?
Not at the moment, but I know we'll come up with something, and that's the end of that. What do you think?
I agree. Let's do it. Now let's go inform the gods.
Yes, let's. By the time we're through, he will know what hit him.
That is incredibly corny. We should not put that in the proclamation.
I'll do what I want, okay?
Except for that.
Fine, whatever. The important thing is that Elijah and his God need to be out of here once and for all.
Okay, let's talk more getting rid of Elijah and his god.
Good, because I got the new 2.0 of the ball. I call it the cube. Ahab holds up a Rubik's Cube. See?
All the same, I'm a little worried. I have heard talk.
What talk?
I mean, talk about those commoners. They're talking about the prophet's teachings. They're taking them to heart. He's winning them over.
Like that'll ever happen. Come on, Jezebel, think through this. We're all powerful and mighty. I'm sure they'll put their
Take a
heads...
look out the window.
Pan over to the town where several people are gathered.
What are we gonna do about the king and queen? They're insane!
And they want us to serve a wee ball. That's not gonna do. Elijah was right. We need God and his love. But what can we do? They're the bosses.
I have an idea. Let's go grab a burger and come up with a plan.
Woo!
Fade to George in the field.
So a few days later, Elijah and Elisha left the cave and...
Elijah and Elisha run by George, accidentally knocking him down.
Oh my, I'm terribly sorry. It's alright, carry on.
Elijah and Elisha walk into the city where there's several wanted posters of them everywhere.
It looks like we've got our work cut out for us.
I'd assume so. Now stay on your toes.
I don't have toes.
That joke's gotten old around show 7. Now come on!
Where is everybody?
I don't know. It's like a ghost town in here. There's not a soul. Did you hear that shouting?
Elijah and Elisha walk over to the castle where there are people gathered around it. Then they walk in.
It looks like Ahab's starting an anti-us rally.
And that is...
Bad.
Bad, right. And it's everyone in town. We had better run.
Yes. Wait a minute. Hold on a moment. Look up there in the window.
Ooh!
Ahab and Jezebel are thrown out the window and they land in a thorn bush.
I demand to know the meaning of this.
We're through with your tyranny. We want to serve a God who loves us and cares about us, not a king and queen who loathe everything about us except your servitude.
Elijah!
Phase 1 is out. Now let's get 'em, boys!
I don't like the sound of that.
The townspeople chase Ahab and Jezebel away.
What can I say? God's love does great things.
It's truly inspiring. It's something I'd want to get 24/7 of.
You do. It's always there, and it's always been there, and always will be.
Well, what I mean is that I want to show it to other people too.
Well, why don't you come on board? I've been getting a few hints from God that he kind of wants you on board.
Really? You want me to join you? You got yourself a deal. Hey, you want to join in the chasing?
Sounds like fun.
Elijah and Elisha join the townspeople as George walks by.
See? The power of God's love can do a whole lot. It inspires, it forgives, and it provides. And above all, it never ends. What's not to love about God's love?
Fade back to Bob and Larry on the countertop.
Wow, that was a good one. I sure learned a lot about God's love.
Well, that's the idea. We're over here by QWERTY to talk about what we learned today.
That never gets old.
Yes, it does. Anyways, Elijah learned that the real power of God's love is, well, everything. It can do anything. And, well, what's not to love?
Yep. He learned how it helps in bad times, how it forgives you of your sin, and so much other neat stuff.
Indeed. So, QWERTY, what's the verse? The Lord your God is in your midst, a mighty one who will save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will quiet you by his love. He will exult over you with loud singing. Zephaniah 3:17.
Wow, talk about obscure.
Yes, but it's still poignant. Well, that's all the time we have for today, kids. Remember, God made you special.
And he loves you very much.
Bye!
Bye!